IRClevor.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Settlers Saturday, episode 30. That's quite the milestone actually. Time flies, guys, time flies. I'm a little bit stuck on this, guys. This is a strange level, a very strange level, and it's the most basic of things that has thrown me off, really. We don't have a forester's hut. You've got to think about the entire game completely differently. One of the things we had to do was get 500 mana, which we are nowhere near doing. There's no like little counters or anything. I wish there was, but I know we're definitely nowhere near getting 500. So we need to definitely step up our game there. Let's just recap on where we are. We've got this this weaponsmith going. How's this large residence? We need this. I've paused this barracks, by the way. Yeah, I've paused this this barracks here until this large residence is built. Because there's not many people. If you look, there's not many people standing around. So there's no point in getting any troops yet. I'm not too worried about being attacked. What would be nice if I can reveal the map and actually see what's going on. That would be good. Woodcutter's hut. I'm thinking maybe we should just get another. Do you know? I had an idea actually of doing it somewhere around here, but I don't think there's enough space. No, maybe around here if we ever capture this. There's not really enough space to be doing this forest favour as efficiently as possible, I don't think. Maybe somewhere around here that would be a pretty cool spot for it. What we got here? Need a pickaxe for that, okay. Shall I just trash this stonecutter's hut? Save myself a pickaxe? No, let's not be tight. No point being tight with it. Because look at that, there's not really much stone. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine, no problem. And we need 9 more wood there. It's happening, but not very fast. Look at that woodcutter's hut. Can I move that? Yeah. So we've just told her to capture the tiniest little bit over there. Hopefully that should last. That's a few trees. That's a little bit of wood. Yeah. Hopefully there's no overlap with this beekeeper's hut, but we're fine. How was it? How did I have it? Something like that. Okay. So next time I can do this spell, I'm going to do it probably where this woman is here, and I might build an extra beekeeper's hut along here. Yeah, squeeze it down here, I think. Maybe 2 extra. Yeah, that looks good. We've got a couple up here as well, working away. Just checking the working areas here. That looks perfect to me. Woodcutter's hut, yeah, that's fine. Did I build another woodcutter's hut? No, I didn't. Something like that'll do. Oops. Just got to make sure, look at that working area. We don't want it to overlap with these trees. We want to keep them completely separated. Let's put... is it worth putting it on a high priority? Maybe not yet. Not yet. After we've built this this large residence that should be on a high priority, I don't know why we've not got it on one. Once this is built, we'll go with everything else. Cool. Oops. What are these pioneers doing? Well, there's a thief here. Oops. A thief there and a pioneer. Okay. We've got this lookout tower here nearly built actually. Maybe after this large tower is built. What's going on here? Get out of the way. Get these ladies out of the way. Bit of a traffic jam there. Oops. Yeah, after we've built this large tower, we might want to think about this lookout tower to actually see what's going on properly here. I can't see any mountains, but it's a massive map. It's a big map, so there might be mountains. I really want to do this one, this reveal map. So whenever we can, we'll do that. Okay. Fisherman's huts. Okay, everything needs wood, though. That's the only problem. We just need to step up our game, really. Look at this mead maker's hut here. Maybe that's we might have to build another mead maker's hut. But we've got 3 beekeepers' huts. Yeah, we've got 3 beekeepers' huts at the minute, and 2 more on the way down here. Though I'm in no rush with these because there's no point having these without planting any trees. And then even when we do cast this spell and get the trees, we've got to wait for them to grow. So not really any rush with these beekeepers' huts at the minute. We also need to keep an eye on these trees as well. There's no point casting the trees down here if I've chopped down all these at the top here. That would be a bit silly. Yeah, so I think we do need another mead maker's hut. And maybe I'll just place it down anyway. Yeah, that's probably a good spot for it. We're going to need another small temple as well. Never mind, I'll plop that there. Yeah, something like that, because of course we're going to need a waterworks as well. I think 2 would be very nice. I'll tell you what I'll do for now though. I'll pause it. I'll pause both of these buildings because there's not really much point in having them built if we don't have these beekeepers' huts built. This woodcutter's hut, yeah, let's put that on a high priority there, along with this lookout tower, because it only needs 1 log, so we'll get that built. And we'll get this built as well. Okay. How are these doing? It's got 5 honey on that one. It's hard to see because the trees are in the way. 2 honey there as well. That's not so bad. Not so bad. Okay. So this lodge residence is actually producing a few people there. Maybe I can take this barracks off. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take this barracks off pause so we actually make a few troops just in case we get attacked. I'm a little bit worried if we do get attacked. We've got a little bit of an army, but not a massive one, so we'll do that just to be able to defend ourselves. Makes sense. We could squeeze a few castles in here. In the bottleneck. No, maybe not. Castle here and here, that would be cool. But we're not going to do that. We do have a few troops. Can we promote? We can. We might as well promote. What weapons are we making? It's purely bows. Purely bows at the time being. That's purely for defense though, so that should be okay. It's not a big deal. Not a massive problem. We've got. I just noticed these fishermen's huts down here, but we do have enough fishing rods for them, so that's fine. Oh yeah, here they are. I couldn't see them in there. They're down there outside the toolsmith. No big deal. I can't remember what I did. Yeah, we did sort out the fish there. We did sort that out. Okay, so we probably need to think about grain farm and things like that. We've got a lot going on though, unfortunately. We kind of need as much mead as possible. They're flattening this out for us, which is okay, even though I've got it paused. Not a big deal though. Flattening it out is okay. And look at this, the small temple is completely maxed out. Yeah. Look at that, and it's got all the materials it needs at this mead maker's hut. So we probably should build that. I did mention it, didn't I? But I never did anything about it. So we should build another small temple. I'm reluctant to build anything here because that's where we're going to cast this spell, which we have just got there. we do have the ability to do that now, which is good to see. I'm going to do it somewhere out the way. That squeezes in perfectly there. I'm just going to move this a little bit. Okay. That was the working area for this woodcut, so we just want to just trim all these trees down. We might as well get them out of the way. It gives this woodcut a little bit of things to do. You know what I might do? Let's build a stonecutter's hut here. There's a nice amount of stone here. Let's build that there. And I'm going to destroy this one, I think. We need an axe for that, of course. Should have known. There we go. So we've got an axe for this top building. There's still a fair few trees here, so I'm not too worried about having to cast this spell again. I do really want to do this. Let's get this stonecutter's hut built, put it on a high priority, and then I'm going to trash this building here because it's chopped down all the stone near it. What was that? Oh, that's not very nice. We don't want to see that. Get out of there. It's being attacked. Okay, get back to your own land. That had me worried then. Not a big deal though. What was I saying? Yeah, I want to destroy this building here. Here we go. Simply because it's going to take up a little bit of space. We want to get as many trees as possible in this area. Something like that. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, I think it was a good call to destroy that building there. So we do need to replace the stonecutter's hut there. I think this is a good spot to do it. At least we do have one here, so that's not a big deal. Not a massive deal. Well, so we need another pickaxe. Okay. The fish are coming very, very slowly though. I don't think it's a very good place to fish, unfortunately. Never mind. How are we doing? Look at this. We've got this sawmill here with 5 planks of wood there, but no one's really bothered about it. Let's change the amount of carriers here. An extra 10% carriers. Maybe that'll make a difference. I hope so. I think that'll make a difference, yeah. And I tell you what, in this storage area as well, are we accepting alcohol? No, we're not. Okay. Did I just do that right? Yeah, so we're accepting alcohol in the storage areas. Possibly also honey. We'll store honey as well, so if this, like here actually, this beekeeper's hut is completely maxed out here at 8 honey. Let's have a look at the other one. 4, that's not so bad. So it's not producing honey as efficiently as possible, so let's store a little bit of it. Same with this alcohol as well. Let's if we can create a little stash, a little supply of it, and then the second that other, where is it here, the other small temple is built, when that's built it should have a nice amount of alcohol to sacrifice straight away, which is kind of exactly what we need. I'm not sure what all these ladies are doing stood around. Are they trapped? Let's move my troops a little bit out of the way. I think this lady's trapped. Look at her, the poor woman. I'm going to move my priests out of the way so I don't lose them as well behind the trees. We want to know exactly where those priests are. Okay. Yeah, it's not really getting built. We've got this lookout tower built so we can kind of see. Look at all these juicy trees. Look at all the trees this guy has with his forester's hut. You're so smug with your forester's huts. We're actually making a little bit of progress here. That's fairly well. When I built this stonecutter's hut, that was right on the border, so we're capturing a fair bit of land there, which is always good to see. Slowly and surely capturing a little bit of land. Can't go wrong with that. Let's move the working area of these beekeepers' huts to overlap this a little bit. Now I'm thinking, what should we go for next in terms of, should I put anything on a high priority? Possibly a mead maker's hut. We do have a fairly decent supply of stuff there, so let's get another mead maker's hut. And then as well, with this small temple, that should be on a high priority. And possibly, yeah, let's get one beekeeper's hut. Now that's quite a lot of buildings actually on a high priority, but nothing really seems to be getting done. There's a fair few buildings that aren't on a high priority actually. We've got this fisherman's hut here, and and that's about it. There's this other beekeeper's hut, there's this waterworks that's paused for the time being, so I think that's made people do things. We've got a little bit of activity now that I've put all that on a high priority. It's strange with settlers, sometimes that happens, sometimes nothing really is happening, so you've got to put everything on a high priority and then it does happen. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that. Maybe it's something to do with the amount of settlers and stuff here. I mean, I've got a fairly decent amount of carriers there. What's that? 50, 70, 85% people there. So we've got 15% people not really doing much. Which should be okay. Cool. Cool. I think this is going alright, guys. I'm quite happy with the progress here. Yeah, once we get this small temple built, we'll be able to sacrifice a lot better. How are we doing in terms of mana? Well, to be honest, we cast this spell, didn't we? Cast this Forest Favour not that long ago. I mean, all the trees have grown now since we did it, and we're halfway to another one. So maybe we can think about the reveal map here. Especially when we build this small temple. We've already got, what... I'm looking for the alcohol here. 18 there, which isn't so bad. That's cool. The mead maker's hut here is completely, well, not completely finished. It's got all the materials it needs. Nice one. So we've got this sawmill working flat out here, but there's not really much point building another sawmill, I don't think. 8 out of 8 for this beekeeper's hut again. I'm not sure what it's doing. Let's have a look here for the storage area again. There's like an importance list here, so let's move this right to the top. These are high priority items: alcohol and then the honey. So that should be dealt with as soon as possible now that it's right at the top, the highest priority. Yeah. So that should start being stored there. Okay. Not really much point building a large residence again yet. We're not really producing troops incredibly fast. Just slowly but surely. Every now and again we end up catching a fish and doing alright with it. So we've got this beekeeper's hut now. We're going to be producing quite a lot of mana soon, I think. I really hope, at least. Yeah, we should do, especially when this beekeeper's hut's done as well. We should be, once it's set up and up and running, we should be fine. Cool. Ah, those bees. They're a little bit annoying. I like building them out the way, but in this particular map there's not really an option to build them out the way, so we can't hear them. They're going to be all over the place. Small temple. So this should start filling up soon. Let's keep an eye on that. We've got, what's that, a stack of the mead there, so that should be fine. We've got 2 mead makers huts, 2 small temples. Possibly could think about building another small temple. Let's take this waterworks off pause, so it does actually slowly start getting built. This fisherman's hut here has all the materials it needs, so let's quickly just whack that on a high priority. Now that was weird because these ladies were just standing around doing nothing. I don't understand it. I don't understand how it works sometimes. Those ladies were doing nothing. There was nothing they could possibly work on. Who knows? Who knows what the deal is? So that's going to get built. We've already got the rod for that, so that's not a problem. And it should help producing a little bit more coal and iron. I know fish isn't really the perfect food for it, but I think it's all we've got to work with at the minute. Very close to a reveal map. We do have a little bit of wood left, so it's not a massive deal. I'm thinking, should we reveal the map or should we go straight for another forest favour and replenish this woodland here? But there's a fair few. I mean, there's like, what, 2, maybe 3 stacks of wood left there, in tree form at least. So, yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. We'll go for a reveal map, I think. That'll be nice to see, especially what's going off up here to the north. We really don't know, do we? I mean, we've got a little bit of an idea what's going off here, but we don't really know. So, I think a reveal map would be perfect there. And we got this small temple maxed out, which is perfect. Both small temples now maxed out with the amount of mead they've got. So I think it was a good idea to store that stuff there. We could possibly even think about building another. We've got this beekeeper's hut here with all the materials it needs, so I'll put that on a high priority. Waterworks, I mean, it's going okay. It's not going so bad. I think this waterworks here, even though it's right next to a river, that's going to be stressed out. That needs a little bit of a backup here. Yeah, all of a sudden there's no water available whatsoever, so it's probably a good thing we're building this other waterworks here. Let's get another small temple. That would be a perfect spot for it. I wish we could put it there. I don't know why we can't. Up here, possibly even another mead maker's hut. We're going flat out. We've got to do it. We've got to go flat out on this mead maker's hut. So look at that. I can squeeze one in right there. I'll tell you what I'll do first. I'll squeeze in a waterworks. Yeah, that'll do. I was going to put it there, but it might get in the way of the mead maker's hut. There we go. Yeah, so another layer to the whole process there. Another small temple, mead maker's hut, and waterworks. Look at this one. It looks like it's completely built, but it's just got that tiny little bit of wood there. So I'll put that on a high priority since it's got all the materials it needs. And those ladies were just standing around doing nothing. It's so weird. I don't really understand it. Okay. Everything we need. How are we doing? We should be crazy for the manor here. So close there to a reveal map. Can we promote units? Yeah, we can. Of course, that's another. Oops, we're being attacked. I was going to say that's just a little side effect. Oh, fended them off easily. There, okay. That was the yellow. I was being attacked by yellow people. I'm not sure if I can say that. You know what I mean. Not the Asians. It was yellow Asians. Oh no. Yeah, I was being attacked by yellow people there. Not the blue people. Which makes me wonder. I wonder if these even have an army. They've got to have something. I mean, I was going to say they've got all the tools they need to produce these trees, but then look in here, there's a boatload of tools just lying on the ground there. Okay. Now, can we defend ourselves from another big attack? Look at this, we're barely actually making anything here. Probably because we're trying to do the whole thing on fish. We've got a fish-based economy here, and it's not really going very well. I mean, we're producing the odd weapon very, very slowly. We've got a nice supply of mead again for when this small temple gets built, which is excellent. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't know what the ratio is to mead makers' huts to small temples. Maybe I could find out online. It's hard to tell. It's probably not a 1-to-1 ratio here, which is what we're going to have once this mead maker's hut is built. So I should probably build another small temple. Not really any rush though, no rush. Yeah, I don't know what the ratio of beekeepers' huts to mead makers' huts is either, so who knows, who knows. It might be a 1-to-1 ratio for the waterworks as well. I don't think one waterworks can hold up to 2 mead makers' huts. So 3, yeah, 1-to-1 should be fine for these waterworks to mead makers' huts there. Not quite sure. Look at that small temple is completely maxed out again, and we've still got a nice supply in the storage area there. So let's build another small temple. I don't think I've ever built as many small temples as this. Where are we going to put it? Whatever, we'll squeeze it there. That should be fine. Okay, I bet we can reveal the map now. Look at that. Perfect. Let's do it. Get the crazy eye. Let's have a look at this. Okay, okay. Alright, so it's got quite a bit of production here. Oh my god, look at this top base up here. Look on the map at this. This is a huge base. I'm looking at weapons though. It doesn't really have that many troops by the looks of things there. Let's go back onto the there's a thing here. There we go. Look at that yellow base there. That's huge. Wow. Is that the temple we've got to crush? We've got to crush a temple, haven't we? We've got to get 500 mana and crush a temple. It was saying just make boats and go north. But that's completely surrounded by mountains there. Yeah, so I think we've got to, unless there's another temple to the north. No. It looks like it's got a massive, huge land, but it's not really doing anything with it. So that's okay. It's got to be this. It's got to be that temple. Look at it. It's surrounded by towers. It's got his barracks. Excuse me. All sorts of production as well. That's got to be the temple we've got to crush. That's going to be a big deal. Yeah. But then again, if this guy's attacking us, the AI doesn't use boats, remember. So if we manage to take over this base... Look at that, all we'd have to do is defend ourselves right there, and that should be fine. We'll see. How's this guy's production again? Let's have a look at that. Yeah, a little bit of iron, a little bit of coal. He does have weapons there being made. Okay. I can't see a barracks though. Let's have a look. Can we see a barracks? No? I'm sure he will. Maybe that's a barracks there. There's a building there that's being built. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll see how it goes. We're producing a few troops again, aren't we? Very slowly. And like I was saying before, a side effect of making all of this production to get the mana is also we are able to promote our troops fairly well. We've already got the tier 2 promotion there, and any time now we'll probably be working on the tier 3, which is awesome. That's really cool. We've got this this second small temple about built as well, and it's probably perfect timing as well to plant this forest favour here. Probably smack bang in the middle again. Yeah, spot on. There we go. So hopefully that should grow before we cut down all of these trees. We don't really have any massive projects going on. That's the 30-minute mark, so I've not saved, so I think that's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with the amount of progress we made there. Look at all this mana. Wow. Awesome. I don't think I've ever made as many small temples as I've got now. So yeah, I'll quickly save this. Now what we're going to do, I normally don't do this, but we're going to exit the game here and we're going to just have a quick peek at how we're doing compared to these two guys. Let's have a look. We're looking for the mana here, so we're at number 2 here. So we're actually better than one person there. The amount of mana we've produced, we need 500. And look at that, we're on 102. So we need to do, what, 5 times as much mana produced as we've already got. I don't think it's like current, I think it builds up over time, so we should be okay, but we need 5 times as much mana to be able to do that. A few also interesting things there. It says we've got more food, but it's just fish, so I'm not sure it really counts. Cool, this is pretty cool to see. Maybe it's cheating a little bit. I was more interested in the mana here. So, thanks for watching, guys, and tune in next week for another episode of Settlers Saturday.